Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Double Dose of K's. I'm Kaliss.
I'm Ken. Sorry, y'all.
Oh my
Technical
gosh, what a day.
difficulties.
What a day, what a night, what an evening. Y'all already know when it comes to us, technical difficulties, but I'm happy that y'all are here with us this evening. Ken, take it away and let us know what we're speaking about tonight.
We're going to be talking about, I guess, is it a trend? I'm not sure. I don't know much about it, but we're talking about the ex-trad wives. And we're going to react to their testimony, I guess, and find out what it is.
Yes, that's what we're going to do. So we'll get back with y'all. Let's get into our intro. Let's go. All right, and we are back. So this is what we want to do here. Like Ken said, we're not really quite familiar with this whole trend that's going around about the ex-trad wife. So let's get into the definition of it. I'm going to pull it up right now for y'all.
It's probably late to the party, though. It's probably been out. I said we're probably late to the party because it's probably been out, this trend or this community.
Yeah, you may be right about that. You may be right about that, but still, whatever. We're going to get into it. Let me find... Give me a second, y'all. Here it is. Let's pull it up. So this is what we found out. Trade wife or trad wife, traditional, short for traditional wife, refers to a woman who embraces a domestic lifestyle, often aligning with the stereotypical image of the 1950s housewives or Stepford wives, if you will. If y'all ever seen that movie, y'all know what you're talking about.
Yes, I have. Mm-hmm.
This includes activities like cooking, cleaning, and child rearing, while her husband is primary breadwinner, bringing home the bacon and fry it in the pan. Never ever gonna forget that.
And these wives seem to be perfect too.
Yep, exactly. Like a trophy wife, right? The perfect wife, the Stepford wife. I'm a Stepford wife, like almost like robotic in a sense. The term has gained traction in recent years, sometimes associated with conservative political ideologies, a preserved rejection of feminism.
And I also learned
or perceived rejection of feminism. Yes. I can't read.
I also learned that a lot of the Mormons, a lot of stuff I was watching, a lot of the Mormon women are trad wives. That's what I seen that. A lot of them
ones
are.
that are actually it. Well, you have to be more specific than that because there are Mormon women, and then there's like the Mormon church, like the like the ones that are in the compounds.
Okay, well, I'm not talking about the ones that's the ones that's in the compounds. Wouldn't they be trad wives?
Yeah, or that's what I'm talking about, because there are Mormon women, but there are some Mormon women that are not like the ones that are in the compound.
Yes, well, the Mormon women that I seen, they seem like they're not in no compound. They just seem like they live in our society. They don't live separate in like the compounds.
Okay. Yeah. Well, for me, with the whole like honestly, with me, a traditional wife is not a bad thing. However, we're going to get into some videos where people, this is exactly what we're speaking about. It's like the ex-traditional wife, like you were telling me about it, Ken, like how they feel like it's a scam, because like our last live that we were talking about last week about the ninjas, because these ninjas be ninjaing for real. And it's like, y'all want me to be a traditional wife, but y'all be ninjaing. So which one is it? I mean, you gotta play your part too, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a whole lot that I don't know.
But in this one, I see a lot of more Caucasian women telling their stories about being traditional wives.
Oh,
I
really?
see. Yes.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me try this. Let me see if I can edit. No, yours is good. Okay. Yeah. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to get into some videos or some shorts. They're not really exactly like long videos, it's some shorts. We're going to react and we're going to get into that. And again, y'all, tonight it's just a little bit of chitty chat. If y'all want to come up on the panel, you're welcome to. Just let us know and I will send out the link. I mean, I doubt that y'all will, but anyways, I'm just putting it out there. So let's get into some shorts here. Let me see here. We're gonna get in. Whoops, that's not the right one. I gotta share this screen. This one is called Trad Wife Regret. Yeah, let's do this one first. We'll do this one. So, can y'all see that? All right. Let's see what she has to say.
Is there an underground railroad type of movement for women who are in the public conservative movement, who are in these abusive trad marriages that communicate with you secretly?
They are not married, they are divorced, and they are pretending to be married while giving people advice on marriage.
Some have speculated that your ex was a Romeo spy. He was sent specifically to get you off the internet. Is there any possibility that that could be true?
You know, my son's gonna grow up and he's gonna watch this, and I want him to know that I loved his dad very much. I think the one reason I don't remain tortured by this relationship is because I gave it everything. I think the majority of women in the trad wife space are having massive problems in their relationship that they will never talk about publicly.
So I have heard a few women talk about how they were, they went through verbal and physical abuse in those marriages too. I have heard a few talk about that.
And you said that it's mostly like the Caucasian women that are coming out speaking about this.
Yeah, I might have seen a couple, not a few, a couple black ones, but I mostly see Caucasian ones, the white ones.
Which goes to show you, in my mind, don't come for me or come for me, whatever. Like, you know how people will be like, oh, well, the Caucasian women, they're more traditional. There will be better wives, better traditional wives, or even like the Filipino women and stuff like that would be more traditional wives than like the American black woman would be. And so do you think that's the reason why a lot of the women that are coming out speaking about this are Caucasian or different ethnicities other than black people?
Wait, what's the question? Sorry.
I'm asking, so do you think that's the reason why like more of the Caucasian or different races or ethnic people are coming out other than black people? Because usually you won't really see a black woman being the traditional wife is what I'm asking.
Well, I have seen black women be traditional wives, but I see more of the other races. So, I mean, if you're asking me, do I think more Caucasians are more traditional wives? I mean, I don't want to. I want to say yes, but then I don't want to say that black women can't be traditional wives, because it's the fact that it takes two to tango. Like, are the men going to be good husbands for a woman to be a traditional wife? Because a traditional wife doesn't work outside the home. She works only in the home. She takes care of the home. She's a homemaker. And so their husbands are able to go out here and make a living and bring home the bacon. So we don't have a lot of that in the Black community. Like there's always it's mostly the women that has to like work and keep a home.
The Black community is chaotic. Come for me if y'all want to, but it's the truth, and y'all know that it's the truth. The Black community is chaotic. We can't get it together. It's very sad to see. So it makes sense that if you want to come like with this whole topic about traditional wives, it comes to more races other than Black people. I mean, of course, you're going to see some Black women or, speaking against this or speaking about this, whatever, but like you're not going to see like a majority of it because,
But what we're going to learn, what I've learned watching this, the trad wife trend or whatever space, I'll say space, they're the Caucasian women, when they finally leave their marriages, like their husbands leave them with nothing though. That's why they're saying it's a scam and that women should have some type of income coming in. So if they have to leave, they'll have something to fall on, because a lot of them was left with nothing. Like, some of them had to take the kids, and then sometimes the husbands will take the kids and leave the women with nothing. Like, so that's why they're saying always have your own money somehow, even if you are a traditional wife. That's basically what I've learned from watching the trad wives.
So they're wanting to like have a prenuptial agreement, and then also even back in like the ancient days, women were protected with this for this sort of reason. Women were protected. That's why there's a dowry and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? That's to protect them.
Yeah, that don't exist in this day and age. Hardly.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Because like everybody, the women and the men, they take advantage of each other. But who takes advantage of the other sex more than the other sex? You know what I mean? So that would be a great question. Who takes advantage more of each other? The male takes more advantage of the female, or the female takes more advantage of the male?
You already know I'm to be biased. You already know what I'm gonna say. You already know.
Yeah. For real. Okay. So before we get into the next reaction, I'm just gonna go to the chat here. Enjoying the Circus says, it's today's society in North America. It's hard to be traditional. First, the majority of the households require 2 incomes to make ends meet.
But that's the thing. Like these ex-traditional wives, they're saying that it's a scam because I lost my train of thought. Let me come back to that.
The ex-traditional wife says that it is a scam because...
Well, because they have like men that like they're narcissists, which is what they were saying, and they manipulate their mind. And like, because some of the ex-trad wives, they actually wanted to go and have an income. They actually wanted to have an income, but their husbands make them feel like they just need to stay in the home and take care of the kids and all this and that. But then they don't have access to the money or nothing. They don't know anything about the money. So when their husbands leave them, or when they decide to leave because they're tired of the abuse, they have to start fresh.
Yeah, they don't have because it is abusers, they are that in controlling. And some of the men, and like what I exactly call a man, I exactly call that person like a man, or not a male, but a man who actually does something like that. Like, you're just taking advantage. Is like what I was just speaking about. And you gaslight, you like DV and all this other stuff. And you don't want the woman to have a career or not let her help with the household, because you want to have that full control of her. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
What you're basically saying.
Yeah, that's something. And you know what? It makes sense. Second, from a young age, we are indoctrinated to think the traditional household is wrong. I mean, I don't think that the traditional household is wrong, but you have to have a mindset, both male and female has to have the right mindset of being traditional. The male has to be traditional, and the woman also has to be traditional. Y'all have to be loving each other and doing the right thing, doing right by each other. And that, then obviously, yeah, clearly there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. In Church's Money said, Black women are traditional wives. They call them pick-me's, and feminists heard what? And feminists hear them? I don't understand this one. I understand Black women are traditional wives. They call them pick-me's. Well, yeah. Oh, the feminist women. I think I know what you're talking about. Church's Money. Yeah. It's like the feminists. If they see like a Black woman who is being a traditional wife who is submissive to their husband and is doing the right thing and being loving and kind and soft-spoken and all of this, the feminist wives, the feminist people were going to be all loud, and they're going to be like, oh, yeah, you're a pick-me.
I mean, there are some feminists who do say that traditional women are pick-me's, but I don't think is he saying it's Black women that do that? Or okay, I know I know Black women can be traditional wives. Like, I know that, but it's hard in this day and age for Black women to be traditional wives, because sometimes they got to have an income coming into the household too and take care of the house.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Yeah. So Church's Money. So let's reread your comment.
The feminists
Black women are traditional wives. They call them pick-me's, and feminists hate them. That's what you mean by that. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Kim. What were you saying? I'm sorry. My mind is.
Oh no, I was just saying in the comment. Yeah, feminists. I don't know if all feminists hate them, but I'm sure there's some.
Yeah, there is, but very dependent on the household. Okay, I think DV can occur in both traditional and non-traditional household. Of course, for sure.
But we're talking about traditional households right now. Right. The ex ones are speaking out and telling their story that they was held hostage due to abuse, and that's why they couldn't leave sooner than when they wanted to, because they was being manipulated. And the husband will always be like, well, where are you going to go? Because you don't have no money.
And you know what? And that's why some women actually, I always do this. Lately, I've been doing this. Excuse me, y'all. And that's why some women, they're afraid to leave. They're afraid to leave because how are they going to take care of the children?
Exactly.
Or if they don't have children, how are they going to take care of themselves? Because all they know is that man and that lifestyle, you know.
Hard to start off.
It's easy for them to control and to be able to do that. Like it's messed up. It's evil. It's wicked.
It's hard to start fresh when you don't got nothing.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them didn't have education too. Or some of them will tell their stories like they would be in college and then they would drop out of college because their husbands would be like, well, let me because a lot of them got married young is what I'm finding out. So the women would drop out of college and not get an education, and their husband would do it. And then later on, they would need their education because they want to make a certain amount of money if they're going to be on their own. So yeah, they don't have no education and then they don't have no money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they were talking about, how they were manipulated to quit their jobs or quit their schooling when they're, because like I said, a lot of them got married in their teens, like 19, 20.
Mm-hmm.
And they were in college, and then they were forced, well, not so much, well, some of them said they were forced to leave, but they were manipulated to drop out and tend to the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And start having kids too.
Just side note, just quickly, I know y'all, sorry, technical problem. Ken, your phone, is it hitting, like, is your speaker against your, because there's some noise. Is your speaker against the tripod?
No, my phone is on a stand, so there's nothing.
I know, but like, is it hit in the bottom of the tripod? You know, like there's that little base. Your speaker is not covered.
Speakers not cover nothingness.
Okay. I don't know what that is. But anyways,
I don't hear nothing. It's weird.
Yeah, whatever. We'll skip that. If y'all think everything is good, we're good. So JW Max says the modern women don't want to be traditional anymore. They want to be married, but don't want to be under authority of their husbands. They want to be free to do what they want, but still have a husband. Well, like, but you have, yeah, sure. But you have to kind of like look at the reason why they feel that way. Are you looking at their backstory as to why they feel that way and why they want to be that way? Like, there's like, it's always like we can't really like put the blame on one sex, because something may happen in their lifetime to where they feel like, oh, well, that's what I feel like I have to do to protect myself.
What's under authority? Like what? Because that can be many things.
Well,
like,
I think what he means by like under authority is like the man is her authority. Is what, which is whatever is fine. Huh?
The head of the house, and he leads and guides. Yeah, but a lot of men, a lot of black ones these days, when they be saying under authority, they mean they want to control your every move. That's what a lot of them be
doing the most. They
be doing the most. It's always black ones too. Why y'all be doing the most?
Yeah, it's the ninjas that be doing the most. And I'm not like disagreeing with you full on with that, JW Mac. I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is like we have to look on both sides. Like, why does that woman feel like she has to be that way? What did she go through to feel like she has to, like, you feel that way to where she wants to be able to do like her own thing or or whatever it could be. Like, ninjas don't be acting right. I'm sorry. Like, let's not blame the women all the time, because I'm seeing out in this world that everybody's blaming the women all the time. Women this, women that. It's not all of the women. Yeah, there are wicked women for sure, definitely. But let's talk about the men too. The men, they be doing the most.
They do the most. Yes. I'm speaking on the black community because I'm black. So these black men,
they be doing the most.
They be doing the most. And they talk about they want a woman. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm like getting into my feelings or whatever. Off like from experiences, like you try to be the best that you can or whatever, and these ninjas will still be out there and just will still be doing you wrong, and then you have like a comment like this. No offense, like I don't know.
And no, these black men, they scream they want a traditional wife, but they want a woman that's going to rest in their femininity. But a lot of y'all, not all, I'm not talking about all black men, but a lot of these men out here, a lot of these black men are sissies. I'm sorry. And a lot of y'all are bringing feminine energy. And a woman who's going to be masculine in the relationship? Because you want a woman to do all this femininity stuff, but
yeah,
a woman has to be masculine sometime when she got to lead a household because you ain't doing it, pay all the bills because you ain't doing it, clean, cook. She got to do both roles. Like,
Facts.
And then y'all screaming traditional wife and all this and that. Like, no, I'm gonna ask. Y'all just need to have several seats because I don't care about that.
I mean, I agree with you on that, Kim, because I have experience of that. I'm not gonna get into my whole life story when it comes to that, but I know it's just like it's not fair to just put everything on a woman, and that's the reason why women be acting the way that they be doing most of the times, is because everything is being put on them. And the black men, or the ninjas, if you will, not saying all black men, not the good black men, but the ninjas. Not the ninjas. Let's put it this way: the ninjas, they need to take accountability of what they do, being DVers, if that's a word, and all kinds of stuff that they be doing. Like, it's not fair. It really isn't. It's not. That's not okay.
Yeah, but they always seem, in these communities, like in these manosphere communities, they always put the blame on women. And my thing about it is,
for sure,
aren't y'all supposed to be the head? Aren't y'all supposed to be leaders? So why aren't y'all taking accountability for not doing right? Y'all want to be examples, then lead as an example.
Right.
Like,
seriously.
Y'all
Like, do
always
the right thing. Y'all want us to do the right thing.
women.
Yeah, y'all want us to do the right thing, then y'all need to do the right thing all the time. What you expect from me, I need to get what you. I'm expecting that out of you too. This ain't no one-way street. You do the right thing, I do the right thing. We will be in harmony. All is well. All is well. All will go well. All will be well. You know what I mean?
I just don't like the ones that be screaming traditional. I need a woman that's resting in her femininity, but that man is nothing about masculine. Sorry. I don't like them type. They don't be masculine, they be sissified.
They be sissified and they're fake. But anyways, let's get back into the chat. Enjoy the Circus says, the reason I wrote this is because manipulation, abuse, etc. isn't specific. Some might perceive that it occurs solely in traditional households. At the end of the day, whether a traditional or not so traditional household, husband and wife need to realize they are a team for better or for worse. The husband is the head and the wife is the neck. Well, she's the helpmeet, definitely. You know, I don't disagree with that. Hey, Ken, this is towards you, Ken. Hey, Ken, if you don't mind, would you mind giving us your definition of a traditional household, traditional wife, and traditional husband? This is a question for you, Ken. Take it away. I guess you need to explain again.
In my opinion, or
yes, your opinion.
What I think a traditional wife is a woman that is a homemaker. She keeps the home. She takes care of the children. A traditional husband, he goes to work. He brings home the bacon. He takes care of all the finances. A traditional household is like that. The man leads, the woman follows.
All right. Well, there's your answer.
Well, that's my opinion.
Yeah. This is man. This is the how would I say it? I don't know how to say it. Like I don't know the words for it. It can be like a strong topic to where like it can get personal. Jordan Circus says agree, but what if two incomes are needed to support the household?
Well, that's what I'm saying. In this day and age, two incomes are needed. So that's when I feel like you can still be traditional, but I don't know. Whenever a wife, that's what a lot of these black men. I'm talking about black men. Some of them, not all of them. That's
ninjas.
Where they.
Let's just say ninjas. Let's say ninjas.
Ninjas. This is where the ninjas mess up at, and where they get it wrong is if two incomes have to come into the household. If you expect your wife to go 50-50 on the bills, then I'm gonna need you to go 50-50 on the household, like the chores and taking care of the children. It shouldn't be the wife doing all the housework, and she also has to work to bring an income in because y'all need two incomes. It should be split down the middle. It should be even. It should be the wife is doing more and the husband's doing less. When the wife if the wife has to take on the role, the masculine role, and provide as well for the whole household, then I feel like the man should also help in the house. He should do the cleaning and cooking sometimes and help with the children.
Yes, and I agree with you on that, which reminds me. That reminds me of something. Yes, that reminds me of something that I watched the other day. The guy from Power, his name, it starts with an R. I can't Rotimi or something like that. I don't remember how to say his name. He was on a show, Hardly Initiative or something like that, right? I came across that on YouTube, and he was actually speaking about this, and he was talking about, like, if a woman, I know my role and she knows her role, but it's okay if I come home and I see that my woman, she needs some time to herself. I'm gonna let her give some time to herself. I'm gonna let her give her some time to herself, and you know what? And I'll take care of the children while she does that, and vice versa. He said it so I'm like really like butchering what he said, because what he said was like chef's kiss, honestly. And maybe if I find a link, I'll put it in the chat below for the replay, so that y'all or in the description box, so y'all can go and look at that. But it was chef's kiss what he said.
if your wife needs a break, or even if you need a break, like
Yeah.
take a
What
break.
he said was chef's kiss. Honestly, it's like, yes, but you ain't gonna find a lot of dudes like that
Nope.
are gonna do that.
Mm-mm.
That are not gonna say what he said. You know, it's hard. Let's see. I think that in the case, share tasks around the house and discuss and openly bills, purchases, etc. I think. Let's see. But financial decisions should still come to the husband.
Fine.
Well, or final decisions. You know what? I agree with that. Do you agree with that, Ken?
Yeah, I agree with that if you have a smart husband. Because if you got one that's gonna lead you off a cliff, then it shouldn't come to his decision. Sorry.
Yeah, that ain't good. Good point.
Husband that ain't good. The financial part. What we listening to you for? You gonna lead us off a cliff? Who's jumping? You? Like seriously?
Good point. Great point. JW Max says if a woman has to take on a masculine role in the relationship, that relationship is already lost.
But she does have to. A lot of women do that.
There are a lot of black women like that these days.
There's a lot of
modern women y'all talking about. Those are the modern women, black women at least.
Right. I guess a lot of relationships are lost because
those are the modern black women because they have to take on the masculine role in the relationship.
When they're married,
why they think what they think. Let's go back to your comment.
When they're married to a black man. Now, black women who's married outside their race, in most cases, I don't really see that. But if a black woman, I'm not going to say all, because there may be some cases where the black man is doing. I mean, I'm sure there is. There has to be. But most cases, the black man, if a woman is married to a black man, she got to do both parts. I done seen it inside this family, outside this family. I done seen it. So,
enjoy the circus. I don't think we're saying that a woman working is masculine. Is the masculine word. We're not saying that. Just other stuff that they have to do, like what the man role is. You know what I mean? It's more than just working. It's more than just that.
I don't necessarily think women are masculine when they work because I work. But no, I'm talking about those men that want to scream a woman is masculine when she wants to. These black men that be screaming masculinity and femininity. I'm talking about them men who always want to say the woman is being masculine if she raises her voice, if she don't talk soft. But yeah, you want this woman to go out here and take care. You want this woman to provide for the family. And
yeah,
I feel like they use that to their own advantages. They'll say a woman's masculine when she's being loud and not listening to them. But then a woman ain't masculine when she's going to help you pay these bills. I feel like they use that to their advantage. They pick and choose when they want to say a woman is masculine.
Well, here's what traditional women scream sometimes.
I know they do.
When they get fed up.
I feel like all women scream. That's just in us. It ain't no non-traditional. All women scream.
Yep, and men do too.
Just like all women have attitudes. So that's why I be cracking up with these black men. They always be talking about they're going to go to another race because I know a lot of Caucasian women have attitudes too, just like black ones.
Oh, yeah.
That be hilarious. They always want to say that. I'm like, all right, that's just a woman. That's a woman trait to have an attitude and to yell. It ain't just no particular race.
Unfortunately, but yes. Well, let's get into this next video. Okay, and see what this man is talking about. So let's
who you are to get what you want from her infringes upon her consent.
I don't like you. I want to hit it. I don't want a relationship. That's the reality. Women go, but tell me that. Where would that get us? No.
My intention in this following video is not to demean, destroy, devalue, or attack anybody on this podcast. So I will not have that in my own comment section. However, I have to call out the toxicity when I see it. What we just heard dude say, using dishonesty to get what you want out of a woman. is representative of a mindset that a lot of young men have that I personally want to see eradicated from the face of the planet. That being said, telling a woman or anybody anything that you think they want to hear that's not the truth just so you can get something out of them is textbook manipulation. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no cutting corners. It is what it is. I'll play the clip here, but one of the podcast hosts responds, and she says what she would want from her experience.
Who doesn't want that arrangement is allowed and has the freedom to say no thank you. So you can go find the girl who does want the arrangement.
100%. But I don't want the girl to want the arrangement. I want you.
All right. Anyways.
Okay, so you lying. And that's what I'm talking about. It would be a ninja to say this because they be doing that. They tell you what you want to hear. Like seriously.
Even ninjas for you. Yep. Exactly.
And that is toxic.
What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. Well, you know, this is what I would do. You know, with some of these ninjas sometimes. Let me see if I can find that. Look.
What? Yeah. You see a black woman, oh, they'll have a field day with them. Oh, a black woman, she's always trying to fight a man. She's always trying to flick at him. Look at her. She's masculine. She's trying to fight me. Keep in mind that you're trying to fight her. Keep in mind that you're the one trying to fight her. Not right. Talking about that situation, but I have seen situations where the man will literally be beating a woman, and when she tries to fight back, oh, she's masculine. Oh, look at her. She's crazy.
Right, so she's supposed to just let the ninja just beat on her and not even defend herself?
Well, I'll be masculine all day because I'm not letting nobody beat on me, so.
Right.
What the hell?
I cannot. Oh my goodness. Oh,
that's hilarious.
Well, let's get it. I'm like freaking, I'm tearing up right
now. She cracked me up when she did that dang on kick.
Girl, she was trying to lift up that leg real strong.
That's like me trying to lift my leg. I'm struggling.
Well, me too. Well, me too. Child, I can't. Ooh, it's gone. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get into the next video. This is one of your shorts, kid. That you another one. It says traditional. Let me see. Yeah, traditional wife versus trad wife. So let's watch it. I'm gonna refresh it so we can see from the
This is my skill. I change about 20 of these a day. I can change your diaper in the dark, eyes closed.
Not that I could go out and interview and get any job that I wanted to because I had all of these domestic labor skills that I thought would translate into career, and I just wasn't getting called back. My first job was $11 an hour.
This is my skill. I change about 20 of these a day. I can change your diaper in the dark, eyes closed.
Not that I could go out and interview and get any job that I wanted to because I had all of these domestic labor skills that I thought would translate into career, and I just wasn't getting called back. My first job was $11 an hour.
This is my skill. I change about 20 of these a day.
Okay, so it's replaying right now. Like, hold on, let me remove that. What was she talking about? Because I didn't really like get the full. I didn't understand that.
So the young girl who's black, she's a traditional wife. I kind of watched her YouTube channel. She's married to a Caucasian man, and yeah, she is a traditional wife. But basically, the ex one was at the bottom, and she was like the top one was saying that her trade is to take care of children, but the ex one was saying that was her she that too. She's because I watched her channel too. But I just don't have videos right now of the white lady at the bottom. But she said that was her trade too until she went into the real world and she realized that taking taking care of children is not a trade, and she had to start from the bottom because she was left with nothing when she left her marriage.
She left her marriage. Why did she leave her marriage?
Wait, I don't think she left her marriage. I think her husband left her with no money. She was a traditional wife, and she's from Mormon religion too, the bottom one.
Well,
like I said, I watched separate videos of the lady at the bottom, her testimony and stuff. So
that's interesting.
But yeah, she used to be a traditional wife until her husband left her one day with money, and she had to start over. And she was saying that her job was $11 an hour job, and that wasn't enough money to take care of her and her kids.
Well, no. What year was that? Oh my goodness.
I don't know. She's old. No, I'm not sure. But she was saying when she was, because I'm telling you about what I listened to when I was watching her video. She said that she went to an interview because she thought, because her family had a business and she was the manager of the business. She thought that she could put that on her like her resume. And when she was explaining it to the person who was interviewing her, they were like, we can't hire you for this position because you need more skills, because management is different from when you was working your business years ago. And you need an actual degree for that. And so she was forced to drop out of college because her husband wanted her to, he wanted her to be a homemaker, and he'd take care of all that.
Wow. To the point, he did that just to try to like really get her to where he can have that full control. And then once he was able to leave, he could leave, and she would be left with nothing, which would make him feel like
left with nothing.
That's messed. That is messed up. That is crazy, dog.
But I see a lot of them on TikTok talking about that. A lot of the ex ones, and on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, let's
but like I said, a lot of them was in the Mormon church or the Mormon religion. So,
which one?
And that you gotta be like stay-home wives. Like they make you be stay-home wives. Like they manipulate you into saying that you shouldn't be of the world. Like you shouldn't have a career. Your job is to be at home, in the home, taking care of the children.
Well,
leave the money to the man.
Yeah, exactly. So speaking of that, guys, we have a video with Ken and Caduce. They were reviewing or did a reaction to a Netflix series about Keep Sweet. What was his name? Warren.
Pray. I forgot. God, I forgot his name. I forgot. It was on my mind too. I don't remember.
Something. He was, he was a part of the Mormon church, and he did all kinds of stuff. And there was actually the women there. They were traditional, but he took like quite advantage of those.
I believe he's in prison unless he passed away. I think he's still in prison though.
Yeah. So if you guys want to go and check that out, it's called Keep Sweet. What is it? Keep Sweet and Pray. Reaction from with Caduce and Ken. Shout out to Caduce. Hey Caduce, if you're watching, miss you sis. When you coming back on the show?
It's a documentary on Netflix too. You can watch it. It's very wow.
Yes,
very disturbing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's that. So we have another video. It's kind of funny. It's like this woman, she's fed up with her husband, I guess. So why not? Like, since we're talking about this, let's just take a look and maybe laugh.
You put out for the other nigga. No, ain't nobody put you out, hoe. You lying ass, nasty dick having ass, bitch. Your pussy, your mouth.
Use our language. What'd he say?
Look at you, motherfucker. Look at you, motherfucker. Stupid ass bitch. I'll run you over, hoe. Let me go get my truck.
Ooh.
Come on to the truck, nigga. I don't pull off, man. I hope that bitch dies. Watch out, Drake. Watch out, Drake. These are the days of our Lord.
What is this wearing? Because no, ma'am. And why are they? Who is recording it?
This is some
You on
ratchet
candid camera.
mess. Is
Does
that
it-
a rumor?
I ain't gonna talk for that.
I will choke your bitch ass. Okay. I'll be there. I will choke you. I'll be there.
Bro.
So what about yours? Fuck it.
What in the ratchet Nashville, Real House of Nashville is this?
Don't do it.
Uh-oh, she pulling up on him. Ooh.
You already know it's about to be something when she do the lean back.
Right. Oh, oh, look at that. Oh, get it. Ooh, this jiggly.
I've got the looks that drives a girl wild. I've got the moves that really.
What in the ratchet's Real Housewives?
What in the world? What's going on?
In the world? What?
What happened? Was she mad at her husband? Why they got her on camera looking like that? You know what?
Right. That's the right. That's like she wearing a romper? She wearing that colorful romper. Girl.
That ain't right. Recording that.
Oh my goodness. Sometimes you just gotta laugh at these
No,
people.
like that when you fed up with your husband.
Girl.
Not that she said. Did she say she was go run him over with the truck? Okay, I wouldn't go that far. But
yeah, she said that. Like, this is a ratchet, a whole bunch of ratchets. Imagine if that was on TV, y'all. I mean, y'all can like see all kinds of ratchetness on YouTube. You know, but imagine if that's the TV. You know who would probably be the best network to like do something like that is TLC, because you know they be having a whole bunch of ratchetness on there. So
no, Love and Hip Hop, BET. That's where the ratchet's at.
VH1, BET. Do you think she was an angry black woman? Well, come on now.
She was angry in that moment, but the thing about it is, what did that ninja do? Because ninjas always do something.
You know, I'm not a fan of this person. He's in jail and he should be in jail. But you know what he says? When a woman's fed up, there ain't nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Oh, when a woman's fed up. I don't know what the background. No.
But that's the thing. Why does that happen? Why are they always recorded in the time where they're popping off? But it was the ninja who agitated them. I can't stand that. You get the ninja. The ninja ain't getting recorded for doing the agitating. But as soon as the black woman goes off because she's fed up and popped off, now she's deemed as she looking crazy and ratchet. I mean, she probably was ratchet, but
right.
For the sake of the argument.
Look what she was wearing. Look how her hair was. She was already ratchet. But at the end of the day,
for the sake of the argument, I know how that is. Like,
yeah,
you'll be deemed as a crazy one.
Yeah, I'm not saying that some women be starting stuff, because women do. They be starting stuff too. Definitely.
But I'm just saying in this scenario. I'm just saying, like, some ninjas be agitated, be poking the bear, throwing rocks and hiding their damn hands, and then woman pops off. She's masculine. She is crazy.
And then she'd be like this.
I lied. I lied.
Jonathan Circus says that may be true, but still, she still chased him down. He was walking away.
Oh yeah, you know that she probably like I wouldn't chase, especially somebody recording.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is what it is. So y'all know, like, if y'all know more about the ex-trad wife, y'all can leave it below in the comment section, especially if you're watching the replay. Let us know what y'all think about that. You know, people are just gonna be who they are, I guess. I don't know. It's a whole mess. This is crazy out of these streets. I should just say that. I ain't talking just about the YouTube streets. I'm talking about the earth worldly streets, okay? This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, people love drama. Yeah, people love drama. I like to see a little bit of drama here and there myself. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. But as long as it don't have anything to do with me, but then at the end of the day, I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't be watching it. So yeah. But
I already know I'm watching train wrecks. So
right. That's a confession. At JW Mac True, I thought it was funny. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, so that's it. That's like really all the reactions that we have. Maybe next time when me and King go live, maybe we'll set up like a panel and we can have some people come up and just chat with us, whatever, like about whatever, we'll just panel up and see what y'all think about whatever it is. Like we discussed in our past videos, it can be videos that we done like even a couple of years ago, whatever. We can maybe set something up like that. Like if y'all just give us some ideas if you want, and if not, we can just do like a let's chat and panel up. If y'all want to panel up, if y'all have the guts to panel up, especially when it comes to King, because y'all know King, she is fiery. King is a fiery girl, ain't she? She is fiery.
Oh, what?
King is fiery. Yeah, a panel is good. A panel would be good. I would actually really like to do that. So maybe we'll do that next time or in the near future. So just be looking out for that, y'all. So Ken, do you have anything else to discuss about this ex-trad wife?
No, I just thought it was interesting because I never really heard of that. Well, I know what a traditional wife is, but I didn't know that there was like a thing on TikTok and YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it's new to me too. So if you're a traditional wife, it's not a bad thing to be. It's not bad to be a traditional wife. But husbands, come on now, please do right by your wives, especially if they're trying to be traditional and they're trying to do their best. Be patient with them because you know what they say that they are the weaker vessel. So you got to be patient. And if you are a ninja, then you ain't no business being a wife. Get rid of that ninja title and then actually bring on the male title, and then you can have a wife. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa about a woman too. But that's all I got to say about that. Anyway, well, thank y'all for joining us. Don't forget to thumbs up that stream. And if you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to our channel. And until next time, we love y'all, K-Fam. Cheers.
Cheers. Seeing your friends.
Seeing your friends. We'll see y'all next time. Love y'all. Bye.